can't see me. Let's go.
What up, everybody? You can't see me here today, back again, jumping back into Empyrion Galactic survival. And we're just leaving the moon. We're heading back to our home planet. Basically, the Akua is called Clomer. And let's look back at the moon real quick as we leave. I want to see how large it is. Nice, the Clomer moon. A little dark as we get away from the orbit. We're about 2,000 meters away. So in the last video, we also marked where all of the resources were in the asteroid field: cobalt, copper, silicon, promethium. And unlike the last version, I actually found multiples of different asteroids which weren't in the last one. If they were, correct me if I'm wrong, but I got 2 silicon asteroids, 2 promethium asteroids, 2 cobalt asteroids. So I thought that was interesting. So what we're doing, we're heading back to the base. I actually marked where I leave out, and I would have recommend doing that since the starter planet is so large now. I would recommend marking as soon as you leave the orbit, you know, get out enough that you're not gonna cause a loading issue. But mark the side you come out on, because this game does take into account where you leave the planet, and you can even see the definition of the planet's map the same way you would if you were on the planet. You know, you were looking at it and scrolling the map. So they kept that very realistic. They kept it to where, yeah, it does make a difference where you leave and where you enter. So we're gonna head on back, and once we enter the planet, we'll jump back in. All right. Okay, we haven't quite entered yet, but I just wanted to look at this. I mean, look at the realism of you flying beside the planet. You know, they improved this with the graphical upgrades of the larger planets and the planetary systems and the solar system in general. But I mean, look at this. You know, in an update or two, this water will be, you'll see the water, you'll see how deep it is. Yeah, I think that's really, really dope, man. Just taking a look at the added realism. So we're finna enter the atmosphere. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We enter with no issues. Now I gotta figure out where my base is. Now see, even though I enter here, my home base is still 13 kilometers this direction. Now that shouldn't be, because I marked exactly where I came out. The time before the game crashed and I had to go back to this SV build, I also marked it, and I was 16 away when I came in. So I don't know, something's up with that. It's the drone base. Like they're trying to put me in danger. See if we can see the drone base. You can see the drone base off in the distance. Up. Let me make sure I don't get fired upon. But yeah, I gotta figure out why it keeps having me enter and not be close to my base. But anyway, we'll continue heading back, and I'll holler at y'all when we get a little closer. Man, that water is beautiful. Okay, guys, so we're almost back at the base. I'm hoping that I left enough power that it didn't run out while we were up there exploring the moon. Ah, it feels good to be home. Oh, it feels good to be home. Okay, the lights are still on, so I think we still have power. Let me check my cargo box just to make sure. Okay, rifle upgrade. And these minigun rounds. Do you ever use any of the minigun rounds? Let me know in the comments. Never really used the minigun rounds. Okay, 25 pentaxid. That actually would be just enough to warp. Okay, I think we're good. So let's get out. Let's check the base. We do have power, I'm sure. Yeah, we good. I need to put some oxygen tanks in here. Man, I like my SV. I like my SV. Oh, something getting shot at. I like my SV. Now, before I left for space, actually, let's dump these in here. Let's dump all our resources in. Copper, silicone, crushed stone, promethium, magnesium, and cobalt. Yes, yes, yes. So what that allows us to do now that we had, oh, I have some blocks for remodeling my SV. Okay, also steel plate, optical fiber, just some different building resources. I guess I could put this rifle upgrade kit in here. You know what? I'll forget about it. I'll forget about it. Okay, so let's look at some of the things that we're able to craft now that we have. So the main thing was cobalt, but magnesium as well. There was something that I needed to craft that required magnesium. Now we can craft the short-range warp tank, the short-range warp drive. These are what will allow you to warp to the planets that are within 15 AUs. So we can do that now. I was thinking the large... Okay, no. Can't do the advanced constructor. Needs sathium and neodymium. Okay, that's what I thought. But we'll get there. And that's kind of the way they tier it, level it, so to speak. You get the cobalt, and now you can open up the warp drive so that you can get to the planets that will give you the resources to open up things like the advanced constructor, the large generator, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and grab that short range, that warp tank. Yeah, we're getting what we need, y'all. Oh, I should be able to craft the mobile constructor for the SV2. That was the only reason I didn't have one, because I needed cobalt. So I have enough. I won't never want to get caught out there without my constructor. Let's see if there are any weapons as well. The T2 drill, the multi-tool. Ooh, and I can also make rockets now. Oh, I could always make those. I can't make the actual rocket launcher though. I need a capacitor device. I think that's in the advanced constructor. So I need to see if I can loot some flux coils. That's why I need those drone attacks. Sometimes you get flux coils. I need 10 of those. What does it take to make flux coils? Yes, sathium and neodymium. I just don't have enough. Okay, and I wanted to check on the multi-tool tier 2. We can unlock the tier 2 multi-tool. So yeah, that's definite. We need that for show, for show. Even though I already have this, I'm gonna unlock it just in case. I haven't really opened up many other weapons. Open that tier 2 assault rifle, explosive device. The rocket launcher. And let me know in the comments, what is the stronger weapons? Now that's one thing I never figured out per se. I kept using the assault rifle, went up to the tier 2, and I know the enhanced if you're able to enhance it, but between like the pulse rifle, no, the rocket launcher is powerful. The projectile pistol, laser pistol, plasma cannon, like what are the most powerful, what's the most powerful handheld weapon that you actually fire? And then what are more powerful weapons for your vessels, your SV, your CV, your cannon? Let me know that in the comments. Okay, so while that's crafting, I want to check on my garden. I had actually rearranged this, planted a few more things, but the crash eliminated that. Okay, these are still growing, so they weren't growing while I was gone. Let's check out plants down here. Okay. So nothing was really growing while I was away. All right, so Our warp tank is done. Let's put that here. I got some thrusters I need to put on as well. Okay, warp tank, warp drive, and mobile constructor. We want to add these. I have some blocks going so that I can do some upgrading to the base. If we have enough time, we'll do a few things around the base. But what I want to do right now is add this warp tank to my SV and my mobile constructor. Let's start with the mobile constructor. Let's see. You know, of course I want to make it look aesthetically pleasing. Let me go ahead and open up the back here. I'll do that with my drone. The drone is back. The drone is back. Okay, so let's disassemble. Oh, I meant to look to see if I could craft the tier 2 multi-tool. I should be able to. Now this is almost big enough to walk into. I really did this just in preparation for the warp tank. Let's see if it has enough room. Oh, look at me, it's fitting, y'all. It is fitting. So I could go ahead and open this up and just make it a full walkable HV. But see, that would be difficult around the warp tank. Dog. Because the warp tank gives off crazy radiation. So I would need some buffer blocks. Let me look in here real quick. So this is the inside of my SV right now. And then I was just going to fit the warp tank in there. You know what? Actually, we can go ahead and put this mobile constructor right here. Bam, mobile constructor is installed. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like the look of that. Like they redesigned it. Let me know that they update the design of that, because I don't know. It may have been like that already. Okay. Oh, see, I would like to make this walkable. It's gonna change the, if I make this a walkable SV, it's gonna change the whole look. And then I would need an indoor cockpit. And I'm thinking about the warp drive. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and put the warp drive in as it is. So looking at my space, my design, let me know in the comments if I should make this a walkable SV. I had a couple people give me suggestions to do so, man. So thank you. So maybe let me know how you think I should pull it off and if it'll be cool to still make this a little larger, alright? And I'll maybe do that in another video coming up. So we'll go ahead, we'll install our warp tank. You know what? The fuel tank. I can put the fuel tank in here now as well. Where do I want to put the fuel tank? Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll move this RCS over here, and I'll also remove this block. Alright, put the tank there. Cool. I could have stacked it inside, but yeah, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and put our warp tank in here. Maybe I could like sit it in the middle and then still leave enough room to walk around, but I'm really concerned about that radiation. I would really have to make it much bigger. Oh wow, we can see the inside of what makes up the warp tank. That is dope. That is dope. Alright, I'm gonna do a one back. Bam. We now have our warp drive. That's what's up. I like the way the preparation allowed that to happen. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit more tweaking. See what I can modify real quick. because I had made some additions and they all went away because the game crashed. So let's see. I actually need to repair these blocks that got damaged. The drone can do anything. Oh, well, let me put my symmetry plane on. Alright, cool. Okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to add a little something to the design. Put this corner block on here. Doggone it. I hate when that happens. So I'm putting these pipes on here. I like it to look like, actually I'm gonna do them up a little higher. I wanted to feel like it's some pipes that are sending the air through the vessel. Let's see, I'll make it turn right here. Yeah, we're oxygenating the vessel here. Let's see. I kind of wanted to make this go over the top. I did it like some bull horns the last time. But you know what? I think this time, I think I'm gonna just make them curve down. Ah, doggone it. No, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it come down and connect with this other pipe. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Let's rotate this around. Bam. Let's bring that up. Ah, there we go. It's a little something, something. Let me paint these silver. Now I find it easier to paint and control your player than with this drone. Doggone it. I want to do something to shape more around these cannons, but see. Maybe this. And the little front scoop piece to cover it. I did not mean to do that. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's remove this symmetry plane, see what we see. Okay, cool. So here is our SV. We tweaked the design. I added the piping back, give it a little funky aesthetic. A little bit with the paint job. And of course, we installed the mobile constructor. We installed the warp tank and the warp drive. So I just need to install some pentaxid. I actually have some thrusters that I'm going to install so that I can go left and right and actually brake a little easier. But I'm gonna go install these because you see I got my thrusters kind of strategically put around. So we'll do that. I'll do that before the next video. And may do some more contouring of this base, all right? But I think we're gonna stop there. Let me know what you think in the comments about the SV, about the updates, and what we'll do also in the next video, we'll look at our sector map. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna go to some of our new planets over here. I think what we'll do first is go to Tricky because it's tricky. Yeah, we'll warp there and we'll explore that planet, see what resources we have, and get ready to hopefully get some neodymium and some sathium, if not here on Amory. All right, you can't see me, Empyrion Galactic Survival. You know what I need you to do. Make your next move your best move, all right? Peace.
You can't see me. Let's go. It's game time and I